I'm Krystle. I've loved dolls my whole life. I collect everything from porcelain to cloth, American Girl, neonates, and real care dolls. But my favorite is to collect and make Reborn dolls. There's Chloe, Grace, Jeremy, Maya, Yuki, Savannah, Zoe, Haley, Landon, Maisie, and Joshua. It isn't easy keeping up with my collection, but it sure is a lot of fun. Hey guys, so I'm here to show you my new stroller. So first off, I've got my Snap and Go here with the car seat in it, just to kind of compare. So I've been looking at them, and yes, my Snap and Go basket is still bigger overall, I think, but not by much. The way I'm looking at it, and I'll bring you closer in a minute, but the way I'm looking at it is I've got the backs of both baskets lined up. Now, I've also noticed the Snap and Go basket is a little higher off the ground, but it is longer. I'm thinking it's more shallow though than the new stroller. The new stroller's basket is a little deeper by the looks of it. Maybe, I don't know. It could just be because this one's higher that it's making it look like that, or they might be completely the same depth. Basically, what I'm looking at on the new stroller basket, which is on the other side, and I'll show you in a minute, is the new stroller's basket, under basket, basically the bottom part ends right here. It's like a little square in the middle. So this basket gives me this much extra space at the bottom, because the way that this basket goes at the front, it goes straight up, whereas the new basket, the bottom part ends here and then it slopes upward. So basically it's like the bottom portion of the basket that this is a little bit longer. But as I said, like, that's not much. I would say that's about maybe 3 inches. It's like an extra 3 inches longer basically, but I think it should be okay, just because obviously, like, it's going to be awesome to have an actual matching travel system. And then, like I said, I can basically be down to one stroller. So I just thought I would start off with a wide shot here of the two, and then I'm going to bring you guys closer so you can see. And I also want to show you the cleaning job that I did on my stroller. I am really happy with how it came out, the new one. Yeah, I was really excited about it because it had a really big stain, and I'm going to show you a before picture before I show you the after. But it had a big yellow stain on the seat, and I was having a hard time getting it out at first, but I tried different things and eventually it came out. So I'm kind of going to also make this a cleaning tip video as well. I'm going to get into that once I show you the new stroller. But anyways, I just wanted to do like the overall, and I'm going to bring you closer so you can see what I mean in terms of the thing. And this is the Snap and Go with the car seat in it, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you put it in the new stroller as well. Now with the new stroller, right now I have it up in the seated position, which would be when I put Grace in the stroller, but you also you have to tip it back to put the car seat in, and I'm trying to remember now how you do that. We had figured it out at Once Upon a Child, and I'm trying to remember how we do it. I think it's these little latches. Yeah. So it's these little latches. So it's down. And oh, I see that I did miss 2 spots. 2 little stains. I remember seeing them in my before picture, And for some reason I couldn't find them when I was cleaning it outside, and now I see them. So I'm gonna have to try to use my cleaning method to get those out, but they're really small stains and they're just at the back. So before I bring you up close, I just wanted to try my car seat in here and see how it fits. I think I haven't done this before, so bear with me because I'm not sure how it goes in here. I think it goes like this. Oh, wait. Oh, I got it. I heard it click. Yay, I figured it out. Okay, so I was doing it right. It wasn't clicking. Okay, now it's clicked in place. So this is it in the stroller. And what's cool about this is that I might have to put this back. Is that I can basically do a shade like that. I wouldn't even need like a car seat canopy with this essentially. And it has like a little window in here, which is really cool. So that's kind of neat. I like that. And it matches. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna take this out again. And I am going to bring you guys up close to show you the cleaning I've done on the stroller. Okay guys, so first I want you to have a look at, I'm just going to move this over here. I want you to have a look at the before pictures. Excuse my slippers. I gotta get my slippers out of the way. Have a look at the before pictures. And here is the after, guys. And hopefully you can see okay. I'm going to turn on my kitchen light to try and get more light. Check it out. It's all clean. I can't believe it. If you saw in that picture, I don't know how well the picture came out in showing it. I totally meant to do like a cleaning video of it, and then I forgot. Because once I get started, I'm like, I'm not stopping. There was a big yellow stain in here. There was some other little stains in here. This whole strap was yellow and dingy. That was like the biggest soiled area, was the seat and the strap. And that was my biggest concern because obviously I'm going to have a doll sitting there. I don't want it nasty. There was a lot of like dirt from it being outside at Once Upon a Child. There were, I think, a couple of stains up here. I got them out. I don't think there was any on here. The pieces that I did forget or miss were these little spots right here. But I'm pretty sure I can get those out. And there's the basket. So basically, and then, oh, the tray is spotless clean now. And this tray was really dingy, so the plastic pieces washed up very easily. It was the fabric pieces that were a little trickier. Now, the good thing about this is it's a type of material, it's that like water resistant sort of type material that you can wipe down. So I'm going to take you through how I cleaned that nasty spot out. So what I started out with was Resolve carpet cleaner because it's like a spot cleaner for stains on your carpet. And I was like, and I think you can also use it on upholstery. So I decided to start with that, and I really sprayed everything really well. I let it sit for a bit, and then I got a little scrubby sponge to start with and really scrubbed it, and it was really soapy and sudsy. And I kept scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing, and some of the stains did come out with that. but it wasn't fully getting rid of the yellow. So I was a little concerned that it wasn't going to come out. And there is one little stain somewhere on here. I can't remember where it is now. Oh, right here. It's barely, yeah, this little spot. That's the best I could do on that spot. It's faded, but it didn't totally come out. But anyway, it's okay. I'm happy with it. So I used this, really scrubbed it well. Then I got a J cloth and started really wiping it down with water to try and get as much soap as I could off, and just kept wiping it and wiping it and wiping it. Then I decided to switch to hydrogen peroxide. Oh my goodness, that's what did it, guys. So hydrogen peroxide, I have learned, is quite the cleaner, especially like with blood type stains. So I use that, you know, TMI, but if you're on your period or whatever, you know. So I use that and it works great. So I was like, I wonder if it would go through these stains, because I wasn't sure what kind of stains they were. Like, I didn't know if they were like spit up stains, which is bodily fluid as well. So I was like, maybe hydrogen peroxide will do it. So I just started spraying everything with the hydrogen peroxide, and I switched to, let me show you guys, I switched to using a toothbrush, an old toothbrush. This is my cleaning toothbrush. It's great for cleaning in grout, and also I have one that I use if I'm cleaning dishes and there's like little crevices. Like I really like using this to clean my blender blade and getting in all the crevices. So yeah, when you have like old toothbrushes, don't throw them out. Use them for cleaning. They're amazing. So I started getting in there with the toothbrush and like scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing, and it worked. I had to spray it and rinse it about 2 or 3 times with the hydrogen peroxide, and eventually it came out. It all came out. And also, I forgot to mention, before I started doing any kind of cleaning with any kind of product, I vacuumed the entire thing. I just got my vacuum hose and attached one of the attachments to it, and I vacuumed like all the crevices here and everything, and I vacuumed everything really well. Vacuumed out the basket, everything like that. So then I think when I did the last spritz of hydrogen peroxide, because there was still a couple of stubborn stains, I let it sit while I then went and cleaned the trays. And for those, I did my own homemade all-purpose cleaner, which is literally just a few squirts of dish soap and water mixed in a spray bottle. And you just like shake it up. And I sprayed it all over this. I sprayed it all over the handles. I sprayed it all over any of the metal pieces. And I also, before I did anything with the bottom, spraying the bottom part, I figured out how to remove the basket, because the basket fabric is just held on with snaps. So I took that off and thought I'm going to make that part a little easier for myself, and threw it in the washing machine. So I put that in the washing machine. While that was in the washing machine, I sprayed down the wheels and the crevices, and I got in there with my toothbrush and like cleaned everything spotless clean. And then came back and did more on the stain with my toothbrush, and it finally came out. Then I started wiping it all down with water and a J cloth to try and get as much of the soap off of it as I could. And then I also wanted to disinfect, because me with germs and stuff like that, Not a good mix. So I got some rubbing alcohol and I just put some on a dry J cloth and just wiped down everything. Then it smelled like alcohol, which I didn't like. And also I didn't want to have any alcohol residue on it. This was the thing too, is like, I didn't want any Resolve cleaner residue. I didn't want any hydrogen peroxide residue, and I didn't want any rubbing alcohol residue left over on this because I didn't want it to get on my dolls. So once I did that, I continued to really wipe it down, but I was still getting some soapy residue. And so just as I was doing that, Alex actually got home. So I got him to help me get the hose out. And I held it, basically I held it like this. Well, we had this seat up to do it. We had this in the up position. And then I just tilted the stroller up this way and Alex hosed it all down. And we just let the water run down onto our driveway. And I just basically said, keep running the hose over it. And we kept doing it until the water ran clear. And once it ran clear and I wasn't seeing any soapy, sudsy stuff coming out of the water, I figured it was good. So then I started to dry it, towel dry it with an old drying rag that I have. I use old tea towels that are, you know, they have holes in them or stains, and we're not going to use them on dishes anymore. I just really wiped it down, and then I still was noticing a little bit of soapy residue on this strap. For some reason, this strap was really holding the soap. So we rinsed it again with the hose and eventually got all the soapy residue off, all the residue and everything. And then again, I dried it all really well. We even hosed off the tires to get any other little bits of dirt that I missed off of it, and really like towel dried it well, and then I left it outside for about an hour to just air dry a little bit so that it wasn't like dripping wet anymore. And then I brought it in for the night and I let it dry overnight. And by the morning it was totally dry and it was good to go. Now I did also, there's also some stains on here, like this one right here. This was a lot darker. I got it faded, but it didn't totally come out. There was also another one somewhere, and I can't remember where it was. There was another black stain somewhere underneath. Or maybe I just thought it was a black stain, but it was actually just like a shadow on a crease. I don't know. I can't find it now, oh, here it is. It was right here. This little black line. This was a lot darker as well. And like I said, I got it faded, but I didn't totally get it out. Also, this seat here, this top part had like some blotchy stains, and I just kept scrubbing it and scrubbing it with the rag, and eventually they came out and it dried okay without any stains. But as I said, I did realize now that I missed these two little stains, so I'll probably try the hydrogen peroxide on those and just like give them a little scrub. But I mean, they're at the back. It's not a big deal. So I'm like super happy with how it came out, because I was really worried about that big stain on the seat and the strap. And I am like, it's a miracle that I got it out. Yeah. I could have taken the whole thing off and put it in the wash, which probably would have been easier to put it in the washing machine, but at the same time, I didn't know how to take it off. Nicole was saying I would probably have to unscrew stuff and whatever, and I was like, I don't want to mess with that. So it was good though, because it was a really nice day out. It wasn't super hot that day, so it got me outside to get some fresh air. And it was just super nice being outside, cleaning it and everything. So it was nice. I enjoyed it actually. So yeah, as you can see, this is the Snap and Go. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about with the baskets. Okay, so I have them lined up pretty well. This one's okay. So see what I'm talking about? So this is the new basket, and you can see that the bottom of it is just a square, and then it kind of slopes there. This basket, as you can see, it's longer on the bottom. So if we're going by this, that's a square. Essentially, I figure it would cut off here because this warning thing is a square. So basically, the new one, where this sign ends, it starts sloping upwards, whereas this lays flat. But as you can see, like when I have the car seat in there, to me this seems like it's more shallow in depth, whereas if you're looking at this one, it looks like it's deeper. You see what I'm trying to figure out how you guys can see what I mean? Like this one seems more shallow and that one seems deeper. So I'm almost wondering if they technically have the same storage capacity. It's just that this one is more shallow but longer, whereas this one is shorter but deeper. You know what I'm saying? So they might not be that different. I still might be able to fit quite a bit because this is deep. Whereas this, it was more like I couldn't fit as much depth-wise, but I could put like bigger things. Like if I had like a long package, I could like lay it down at the bottom. So I'm gonna see how it's, you know, how it goes. But I think overall, I am happy with it, and I like the fact that it matches this car seat. So I really like that. The wheels are bigger, as you can see. These wheels are a little bit smaller. These are both Greco brand, or Graco. I'm not sure if it's Graco or Greco. I always say Greco, but I think it's Graco. I'm not sure what I'll do with my Jolly Jumper little pouch here. I guess I could still put it on there, or I might just unscrew the tray so that I can put this, because I really do like this because it has the zipper pockets, and I usually I can slip my phone there. I can put some things in the zipper pocket. I've got this little middle section that I usually will put my vlogging camera in, and then it does have cup holders. So I do really like my Jolly Jumper thing. So I'm trying to figure out how I can still use it with this new stroller. But overall, I think I'm really happy. I am going to try to get those stains out because they're bugging me, even though they're small. I just hope I can do it without like getting everything super wet. But yeah, so there it is. And then I'm going to put the new car seat in the new stroller so that you can see it again up close. Okay, guys, so there it is in the new stroller. Matchy matchy, which I love matchy matchy. Oh yeah, and I also had to clean this little footrest there. And so you can see, like, what's nice about this is that the car seat goes on top. So the understorage does not change when you put the car seat in, whereas this does. Like, as you can see, when I don't have the car seat in here, that's a big storage area, which is why I used to literally use this as a cart to take packages, to mail packages at the post office, because our post office is like a 5-minute walk from our place. So I would just leave the car seat out of this, pile up packages in there, and wheel them over to the post office. But what's nice about, like, I haven't done that in like a long time, because now Canada Post basically offers a thing where they will come and pick up your packages for like $3. So basically, if I have like online orders I'm shipping out, I'll try to like ship out a bunch in one shot, and then I can justify paying like the $3. Otherwise, I'll get Alex to just run it to the post office for me and drop it off there. But if it's like something small that's in like a bubble envelope, that can just go in a regular mailbox, so it's fine. So usually like the big boxes, if it's like a doll or something that I'm shipping, it'll ship. I'll either get them to come and pick it up, or I'll get Alex to drop it off. So it's no big deal. It's been a long time since I've carted packages in this, actually. I used to do it a lot, but I haven't. So there you have it, guys. There's the comparison. And I think, you know, just overall looking at it, they both slope the same way at the back. I don't know how well you can see that, but they both essentially slope the same at the back. And yeah, I would just say this is basically about 3 to 4 inches longer, and then it goes up here. Oh, there's like a cobweb on there, even though I just vacuumed it. I missed that. Whereas this one, it slopes. But overall, I think it looks deeper, because once you have the car seat in here, it kind of takes up most of the undercarriage. So I think I'm going to keep this. I'm happy with it. It is a little more bulky. It doesn't fold up quite as flat as this, but it's, again, not a huge difference. And I can take off the front tray to make it flatter. But yeah, I mean, this is a lower profile than that one. So again, it's kind of like, but I really like that this matches. So I think I'm probably going to keep this one, and I worked hard to clean it. So now it's like, I don't really want to get rid of it. But I kind of feel like, again, it's not often I go on the bus with a baby, but I feel like if I do go on a bus, I kind of prefer this one out of the two, because it just doesn't seem, well, I don't know. It might just be because the top looks different because it has a stroller in it. But if you're looking at where I've lined them up, the wheels are pretty much in line there and in line here. So I think maybe overall, like, the width is about the same. I think the only thing that might stick out a little more is this front tray. What do you guys think? Which one looks shorter? Like, not as long. I feel like this is more compact to take on a bus than this one. But again, it's not a massive difference. The wheels still stick out the same. So it's really only the front part that sticks out more. But really, if we're going by the width from wheel to wheel, I think they're about the same. I think it's just like as it appears up top. I'm going to try to... how come I can't get... Oh, there. I'm going to try putting it back on here. I don't think I did that right. I didn't hear it snap. There. Yeah. I don't know. This to me just looks less bulky to take on a bus. But again, it's not often that I do go on the bus with my babies, because I really prefer to go out with dolly friends now versus by myself. If I do go by myself, it might just be like a walk in the neighborhood, so that'll be fine. What do you guys think? What do you think? Actually, I don't know. I think they are basically about the same length each. It's just, this is a different shape, but I think it overall is probably going to take up the same amount of space on a bus. Right? Anyways, either way, I'm keeping this one because I worked hard to clean it and I love how clean it came out. And I love that it'll give me a matching stroller system. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure my other car seat will also fit in there because my other car seat is also a Greco or Graco. Someone tell me how to pronounce it. Yeah, so I think, you know, it'll fit both of my car seats. I should actually try it. Should we try it before we go? I'm going to try my other car seat. Yay, it fits. It fits, guys. It fits. I don't know if I got it straight, though. It clicked in place, though, so I think it's in there. I don't know why it looks crooked to me. No, it's not crooked. I got it. So, yes, my other car seat fits, too, so that's perfect. It's, you know, doesn't really match as well as it did in this one because it's like green and purple, but that's okay. And there's Maisie. Say hi. Say hi to everyone, Maisie. She's holding her Anna Green Gables baby. So yes, there we have it. Okay, now we can look with the two car seats and kind of compare it that way. I think it's pretty even. I think it's pretty even. It looks like they basically take up the same amount of room. I think so. So I could definitely take that onto the bus if I wanted to. But I generally don't like going on the bus with the stroller just because I feel like I'm taking up space that a real person could use, and I'm like on there with a doll. So I don't really like doing it. I try, if I am going to do it, I try to go during like the times of the day where the bus isn't busy. So I try not to go during rush hour or anything. So I try to go when the bus is going to be more on the empty side. Sometimes it's hard to plan it that way, but I try to do it. So yeah, I'm really happy, guys. It's so awesome. Both car seats fit and that's great. I can totally sell this and sell my other stroller and just have the one that I can use for both Grace and the babies. So yay! Awesome. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for watching this video and listening to me ramble and trying to make decisions. Like, I am so horrible at making decisions. I'm very indecisive, and on top of that, I don't like change. And I get that from my mom, and I'm trying to get away from that because, like, it's held my mom back in ways. So I'm trying to, like, not be that way because I get very set in my ways and very, like, used to things, and I don't like change. Like, I'm so used to my snap and go, and I've always loved that basket underneath. That's like the main reason I've always loved it. And the fact that it, you know, folds up really compact in that. But I was always like, you know, I don't need this other stroller. You know, like, I have two strollers taking up space, and I rarely ever take Grace out in a stroller. And the only reason I was keeping that other stroller was for Grace. So it's like, now I can use this for either car seats or Grace. It's perfect. And it may not fold up exactly as compact as this, but it's not that big of a difference that it's going to make it, you know, at least I'm still going to be only taking up space with one stroller and not two. So that's already a plus. And, you know, so it was just mostly for me, the storage basket. I didn't want to go too much smaller than this. So really, ultimately, that's where my issue was, is that I didn't want to change that. But it was like once when we pulled up or when we started entering Once Upon a Child and I caught a glimpse of this stroller and I was like, oh, that matches my car seat. It was almost like light bulb. And then I looked at the basket and I was like, that basket doesn't look that much smaller than mine on my Snap and Go. So it was kind of like, man, I think I'm going to go for it because it's so cool to have like a matching system. So, and even if I use this and it doesn't match, it's fine because really nothing really matched with this anyway because this is black and Maisie's car seat is actually navy blue, but then I put like the purple thing on it. So whatever. I've also seriously contemplated going down to just the one car seat because it is a gender neutral print. Because I always just keep this one in storage because I have nowhere to keep it outside. And this one stays in the office and Maisie sits in it on display. And I have kept it because I really like the purple thing, but I know that these are really flammable. So it's like if anything ever happened and it caught fire, like my doll is, oh God, I can't even imagine. So I've really honestly, like as much as I love the aesthetic of it and everything, I've really seriously considered parting with this whole get up here and just having this so that I don't have to have this taking up room in storage. So that's another decision that I have to come to. Again, like I said, I don't like change. I get set in my ways and I'm like, I love the aesthetic of this car seat and it's like, So I don't know. I mean, I could, for display purposes, put a really nice blanket over here to set a baby in and then take it out when I take the car seat out with the stroller. But again, that's another decision for another day. It was a big enough decision for me to do the stroller thing, the stroller switch up. But I'm pretty excited about it, looking at it and just seeing how they match and everything. Sold. And then I just have to figure out this, because I don't know if I could just put it here at the front, if that would look stupid. But I mean, I think I can unscrew this and just take it off if I want to, because it just is like that. So I think if I just unscrew that, it should come off. I don't think it would affect, yeah, it wouldn't affect anything on the stroller. So I could remove this and just switch to that probably. So yeah, guys. All right. Oh, and then here, I didn't show you guys the window. Here's the little window. So like you can peek inside and see the baby. Oh, I love it so much, guys. All right, I'm going to stop. This video is longer than I intended, but I hope you enjoyed seeing it. And I hope you enjoyed my cleaning tips on cleaning car seats, because let me tell you, that hydrogen peroxide, it did it. I probably only needed to use that for the whole thing, really. So, yes. So I will probably in another video at some point, maybe when I go and use the stroller for a walk, I'll let you know if I did manage to get those stains out. But for now, we're going to end this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye. All right, guys, quick update at the end of this video. Stains were gone in 2 seconds. Hydrogen peroxide, I just sprayed a little bit on my cleaning toothbrush and scrubbed the 2 spots. Completely gone within 2 seconds. Woohoo! And I have listed my other 2 strollers for sale on Facebook Marketplace. Fingers crossed they sell.